It's 2 days before we go to the polls. Saturday, the 19th of October, 2019. This is my fourth and last campaign video, and I want to tell you why I think a voter in St. John's East should vote Green, taking the longer view. My name is David Peters, and I want you to send me to Ottawa to represent you in the most important parliament in the history of this great country. I also want to thank the people who've helped me on this amazing journey. This is not 2015. When I look back on our campaign then, we were on the back heel, constantly talking about the seal hunt. We were a curiosity at most. Elizabeth May's 3-day, 4 electoral district to Newfoundland and Labrador visit in August of this year, and Greg Malone's candidacy, combined with the climate strike and Extinction Rebellion movements, have invigorated our campaigns and given them real momentum. Whether that translates into votes, we'll find out on Monday. In the meantime, a heartfelt thanks to the following amazing people. First, my love and intellectual scaffold, Dr. Isabel Wolfel, challenged me to embrace this task and kept me on the high road throughout it. I'm thankful for the amazing oasis we have together. The leadership and staff at the Green Party office have been incredible. Elizabeth continues to amaze me with her intellect, her energy, and her seemingly infinite empathy. Our campaign manager, Jonathan Dickey, our communications staff, in particular Rosie Emery, have kept us fully informed at all times. Marlene Wells, my good friend and super organizer, has been there with me every single day, through thick and thin. Our team in St. John's East has been amazing. My official agent, Tom Beckett, his human rights advocate partner, Dr. Kim Bell, our sign manager, Sarah Green, Luke Badcock, poster superstar Jasmine Lester, strategists John Michael Lannon and Petra Sunner, my sister Jane on social media, the Green Party of Newfoundland and Labrador team, particularly Adam, Joy, and Jonathan, have been there all the way. I know I'm forgetting some people, so to all who donated money, time, and love, please know that I am forever grateful. In 2018, Canada's CO2 emissions were 716 megatons, 716 million tons of equivalent CO2. That's 15% higher than they were when Jean Chrétien's Liberals committed to the Kyoto Protocol. That's up, not down. And this phenomenon is why we're in a climate emergency. Last week, a study by Navius Research and the CBC concluded that the Conservative plan over the next decade would get us from 716 only to 645. That's if they follow it. The Liberal plan would get us from 716 to 620. Not much better. And this NDP, 608. We promised in Paris to get to 511 from 716 in Paris. And the Green Party plan would get us to 445. We have the only plan that will work, or can work. We've crossed many bad thresholds in this so far losing battle against climate change. Without courageous, rapid changes, we're headed to several degrees of global temperature rise. In that scenario, human civilization will break down, as we will be unable to maintain order, stability, food production, infrastructure, and medicines. Make no mistake, if we follow the plans of the other parties and other countries do the same, we will live, and particularly our children will, in the Mad Max films. We have a very narrow window in time to avoid that. But here's the thing. In the next 10 years, if we get food security, resilient infrastructure, decarbonized transportation, and heavy industry right, if we do these things we can do, Newfoundland and Labrador will prosper and prosper big. Think about the hundreds of millions of people living in Southern Europe, America, and elsewhere, where it is rapidly becoming too hot, too dry, and too dangerous to live now. Even if we deal with the climate emergency now as we ought, they will be looking for a safe, friendly, cheap, and relatively cooler place to live. Enticed by our laid-back vibe, our friendly culture, our arts, our cheap real estate, abundant fresh water, the legacy of come from away, and even by dildo, these climate migrants will come here in droves. Environmental migrants and environmental refugees will be grateful to come. We'll turn around our population decline, expand our horizons by diversifying our communities, and drive our economy. They will come here to live in jelly bean houses in St. John's East. They will buy incredibly cheap property in rural Newfoundland. They already are. The long-term future is bright in Newfoundland and Labrador if we seize the responsibilities and opportunities of the global village in the third decade of the 21st century. My friends, the future is ours if we manage it with ecological wisdom. Vote green on October 21st. Let's start moving on that future.